Hey guys, so today I have some set ideas for Star Wars The Bad Batch, and this video is kind of a sequel to one I made after episode 8, and this was episodes 1 to 8 set ideas. This is going to be episodes 9 to 16, the second half of that video if you will. And yeah, we're just going to go through and do one set per episode, and yeah, just discussing what minifigures could come, if it's likely or not, and just giving kind of my ideas on some sets. And let me know down below if you think any of these sets can make it. Let me know your set ideas and your thoughts on the Bad Batch series as a whole. I will also mention that there will be spoilers ahead for the Bad Batch, of course, and probably in the comments, so don't look down there. Start from episode 9, Bounty Lost. I have the Justifier. I think a lot of people think this is quite likely. It's quite a unique and cool looking ship, and for figures this will come with Cad Bane, Fennec Shand, Omega, and I guess Toto 360, which would be pretty cool. And this could cost probably $70-80, I'd say. I can't really see it being more than that. It would be a decent sized set. And yeah, I think there's no other real minifigures to include, maybe Torn Way. Otherwise, I have no idea. Episode 10, I have an ATT. I think lots of people would love this, and since it's based on the Bad Batch, for figures I have RV Singh, who would be a very unique minifigure. Not one that's really desired, but he'd be pretty cool, as well as his protocol droid, the RA-7 one. And for Bad Batch members, it will come with Wrecker and Tech, I guess. It doesn't really matter who they are. And then 2 Phase 2 blank clone troopers. I think this would be a great set at $100 to $120. And yeah, I think lots of people would definitely buy it, especially if it's an Imperial variant. I would personally prefer a Republic one, especially based on Clone Wars Season 7, but I'll take any ATT I can get. And you can see with this one, it's just kind of a cobbled together image. That's kind of the theme of these videos. I'm not going to be making a full-blown custom set just for every one of these. Some of them I might, if they're a cool idea. But for this one, it's based on episode 11, Devil's Steel. And I didn't really know what to do for this, so I just decided to do something from the final scene, I guess. It would come with an AT-AT in the same colour scheme as the Bark Speeder in the Bad Batch shuttle, so kind of get your own dark side. Fight First Battle Pack, I guess, would also come with a bit of like rocky scenery and a blurg mold, just because otherwise, where else will we get it? For figures, I have Rampart, Orn Freetar, and Charm Syndulla. I think they'd all be pretty cool figures. Rampart would be pretty boring, but he is a main antagonist to the show, so definitely a cool figure to get. And then I've also just put in a Phase 2 White Clone. This would be $30, so I doubt it would come with that much figures, but the Phase 2 clone is just kind of there to pilot the AT-AT. For episode 12 I have a battle pack, and I honestly don't care what set comes as long as I get a Captain Hauser. Captain Hauser is such a cool looking clone and actually a pretty cool character, so definitely love to get him in Lego form, and I think he is actually kind of likely that he appeared in the 2 episode arc, and I'm sure we will get a set based on the Ryloth, I guess, mini arc there. For this battle pack I have 3 Phase 2 white clones with the shields that you see them with. And then I put Hauser in here. I'm sure this would annoy a lot of people that there's a named character, but I don't care. Cheap set, Hauser, and 3 white clones. Great. For the build, I don't know. I just put a Bark Speeder. There's been a lot recently, but this will be a more accurately sized version. For episode 13, Infested, I have a really cool playset, which would be like the minecart chase. And it'll be very similar to this Indiana Jones set, but for figs, it will come with Sid, Wrecker with kind of that strap thing that he has when he's sent down to retrieve the spice, and I think that'll be a cool variant to get, as well as some of Roland's goons. I think they'd look pretty cool, and Roland, he doesn't really fit in the scene, but he'd still be a very cool figure to get. Moving on to episode 14, War Mantle, I just have a V-Wing. This could be based on any episode like episode 1, but I think this would be really cool. It could come with Gregor, Scorch, and TK Trooper. I'd love to see a battle pack with the TK Troopers, but I'd be fine with this, and if it had to include a Bad Batch member, I'd say shove Hunter in there. The 2-part finale was really hard to choose sets from because there aren't really any vehicles, but for part 1 I've got kind of the gyro, not the gyrosphere, but that kind of tube system they go through into Nala Se's lab, and this will come with Omega as well as, I guess, Tech and Echo, just to put them in a set. And for the build, I can't see it being very big. It will come with, I guess, a tunnel thing, and there'd be a function to move this sphere thing, which would be a unique mold. It would be very similar to this gyrosphere piece, except a lot bigger, so it would definitely require something quite large, maybe even like the planet set things. They could bring that back, I guess. I don't know how good that would be at that. but it would still be a cool part usage, I guess. For the final episode, I have no real idea, so from the ending scene I just have a Republic shuttle, the new class shuttle. This would be the new version with the top fin. I feel like no one's actually noticed that apart from me, but it's actually a really cool detail, but they've added a fin up the top to make it look more like the Imperial shuttle, which I think is such a cool detail. Anyways, for this it would come with 2 of those Republic commandos, those like security ones we see at the cloning factory, not the factory, the facility I guess, that has been theorized to be Wayland or whatever from the Thrawn trilogy. That'll be very cool. Anyways, I'm getting a bit off topic, but there'd be that woman who's a scientist with Dr. Pershing's uniform. Hopefully she plays a bigger part in Season 2, or even The Mandalorian, maybe the Book of Boba Fett. And it will come from Nala, our first Kamino in. That would be great. And I guess it would come with those 2 Republic commandos, as I said. Honestly, the only real set I want from the 2-part finale is an MBS Kamino. This would be such a cool set, and of course with the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones coming up next year, I could definitely see it. It's also 2022, so if they follow the pattern of doing a Master Builder set every 2 years, then there's going to be one next year, and hopefully it's Kamino. That'll be such a cool set, and I want them to base it off Attack of the Clones, the Bad Batch, and even the Clone Wars, because if they just based it on Attack of the Clones, there's not much you can do. Like for figures, you'd have Tornway, Lama Su, Obi-Wan, Boba, Jango, and then fill the other 20 spots with clones, which would mostly be unnamed, so I don't think so. They kind of have to draw from the Bad Batch and the Clone Wars. From the Clone Wars we could get some of the Domino Squad and stuff. We could also get Nala Se, get all the Bad Batch members and Omega. But yeah, there'd be lots. I think it would be such a cool set, and even from the Bad Batch there could be functions where you can like destroy it, I guess. That would be a pretty sad function, but I think that would be very cool, and you could include some stuff from the Bad Batch, because otherwise you don't really see much of it in Attack of the Clones. And that's it for my Bad Batch set ideas. I really like the show, and I can't wait for Season 2. It's now one of my most hyped Star Wars shows, probably actually my most hyped, just because I've actually seen some stuff for it, I guess. But I'm really hyped for Season 2, can't wait for that in 2022, and that'll be great. I really enjoyed the show, like I said. It was just a great ride. I'm sure a lot of people are complaining about filler episodes, but it is an animated show with 16 episodes, so you kind of have to have that. Like, people are expecting a bit too much after The Mandalorian, but it is a longer show, so there's going to be some quote-unquote filler episodes. They definitely enhance character and stuff, but I wish we got a bit more on Echo and Tech. Anyways, I can't wait for Season 2. Let me know your thoughts on the show down below. And because I love the show so much, I am making a very special custom set which we'll be releasing when I get 1,000 Instagram followers, and I actually got 800 today, so thank you all for that. If you haven't checked it out, then go check it out. There's links in the about page and whatever, so you'll be able to go and see this custom set soon. I'll do a video on it. It might be quite long. It's quite a cool set. I just finished it today, so yeah. That'll be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all, folks. Goodbye.